Notre Dame University. But we're going to cover some other news now. The fight between Speaker Nancy Pelosi and the CIA continues this weekend. Joining me now is Congressman Pete Hoekstra, the top Republican on the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, thanks for joining us in this abbreviated interview. It's been reported that you are the only member of the Congress that has actually gone out to the CIA in the last few days to look at the underlying documents of that 2002 briefing, the CIA briefing of Nancy Pelosi. Is that true, sir?
I went out about a week and a half ago. I think I was the first one that was out there. I know that those documents in a redacted version have now been moved to Capitol Hill so that all the other members of the Intelligence Committee do have access to them. Whether they've read them or not at this point, I don't know.
And what do the documents indicate? What was Speaker Pelosi, then Congresswoman Pelosi, told or not told about the use of interrogation techniques against Abu Zubaydah the very month before, August of 2002?
Well, Chris, as you know, and I'm a little frustrated by this, I've asked that these documents be declassified. They are still deemed as being classified documents, so I can't talk about what was actually in those documents. It's rather frustrating.
Well, let me interrupt you and ask. I mean, we've had two very different accounts of what happened, and they've both been on the record. Who's telling the truth, the CIA or Nancy Pelosi?
I don't think that. I think these documents will be made public. I think that when they are made public, it won't be crystal clear as to exactly what went on in that briefing. I think we need to get additional documents from the CIA. The documents that we're talking about are the memorandum is saying what happened in the meetings. I think the other documents that we're going to have are the documents that the CIA prepared before the briefings actually occurred. I think it's overall, though, Chris, I think it's pretty clear. The Speaker either knew or should have known that these enhanced interrogation techniques were occurring, and that if she disagreed with them, she should have taken some action back in 2002
but
and 2003 to stop them.
We are running short on time. What you're saying is it is not crystal clear from the documents you saw whether or not she was told specific interrogation techniques had been used against Abu Zubaydah.
Well, again, we're going to get into a whole definition or discussion of what does is mean. I think the documents for me are relatively clear. For others, they may not be as clear.
And we have about 30 seconds left. What do you think needs to happen? How does this get resolved?
I think we need to get the documents from the CIA declassified, made available to the public. I agree with Speaker Pelosi. She's asked for those documents to be made public. Steny Hoyer, the majority leader, has said those documents should be made public. It appears that the only obstacle right now is that the chairman of the committee, Sylvester Reyes, has said that they should not be made public. So it appears that there's a split on the Democratic side as to what should happen with those documents. I think they need to be made public.
We're right up against a computer. Yep. I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Hey,
obviously,
thanks,
to be continued. That's all for me here in Washington.